two-star showdown. The rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison, it is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside, it's Smothers. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. Pass to 6. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Here's Arch to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Smothers. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Manning with a play fake. Fires to the middle. Out wide left, it's Coleman. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today. And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut, nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
From the red zone, it's Smothers. Just smothered on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Manning. Grabbed behind the line. It smothers. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Fires to the tight end. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Straight ahead, it's Edwards. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Aggie. Rolled his way into the end zone. Try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Manning on play action. Here comes the heat. On the move, he fires. Got his man. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Quick handoff. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. They go play action with Manning. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Arch is going to throw for it. Unloads it downfield. He's got it inside the 25. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. We've played one before we move on. Let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wide receiver comes in motion. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Smothers. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. To throw, Manning. Whip it out to the back on the screen.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw now.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Quick catch. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
They want to run this quarterback. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score.
Number 91 sets a kickoff.
From deep, it's Smith. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead.
Blue 22.
Snags a quick pass on the left. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking for space. It's Edwards. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Going to try to get it himself. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. When I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Throwing Reed. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's running free down the middle. He's at the touchdown, Texas. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Reed. Stepping to the right. He'll get rid of it. It's caught downfield. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And finally, their big play receiver gets in the stat column with his first catch of the game. And we're here late in the second quarter. You got to give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've done a nice job taking him away and limiting his damage. Let's see if they can keep it up, though, because when this guy gets hot, he's virtually unstoppable.
Play fake, Reed. He turns that loose down the right side. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Reed to throw. On the move. He'll pull it down. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Throws to the tight end. Got a wide open receiver. Touchdown Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. First down here for the offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Running to the left. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Arch Madness. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it inside the 30. He's into the open down the middle. And he scores! Touchdown, Texas!
You You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Moves to his right. Unloads in the nick of time.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, that's not a good sign for this offensive line.
Reed. Left side is Edwards. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Rush is on. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Play action with Reed. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throwing Reed. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Just enough time to get off one more snap. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more snap coming before halftime. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Got his man in the middle. Hard running there. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini. And it's the Scarlet Knights, on top in a game most people didn't give them a chance in. But this team remains steadfast all week, and their belief is paying off.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
There he goes to the left. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And the extra point pulls him to within 3, 24-21. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Deep in the end zone, it's Bishop. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Open field on the right. The 40. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing Manning. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Really great job in coverage by the defender on that play, swatting the ball away.
Second and long here. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
From the gun, it's Smothers. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
They're going to test the right side with this one. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. On the return, it's Bussey. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Reed. Complete. Makes one man miss. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. Quick give. It's Edwards. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Might as well give it to him again. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Motion from the wideout. Reed on the play action. Buying time to his right. Slings it downfield. Right side, it's Hamilton. There he goes. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him. B, getting it to him quickly. And then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Aggie. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football. But here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Here's Manning to throw. Out wide left, it's Smothers. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The run inside. It's Blaylock. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Oh, maybe a double pass. Wide open, he makes the catch. All the way. Touchdown, Longhorns. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. On the option. Keeps it, looking for room. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time. Playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Out wide right, it's Edwards. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. We can only imagine more fireworks ahead here in the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
Ready. Black 18. Black 18.
Here's Reed to throw. Left side is Edwards. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
The Aggies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Reed. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He didn't. Defense took advantage of it.
They'll send the back in motion. Finds a crease. It's Blaylock. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing. First down.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. They put the brakes on it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Got his man down the middle. Turning it on. Past the 20. He's at the and he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. Coming out with it, it's Smith. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Throwing Reed. Right side, it's Kramer. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
Finds his man. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Reed. They're all over him. And down he goes.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Lowers those pads. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. A&M comes back out with another first down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's Reed to throw. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Kill. 139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Dropping back, it's Reed. He wants it all. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Blaylock. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Back has it. Fighting off the defender. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got enough space. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the 4th down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. The give on 4th down. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting a run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down late in the game, I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws? Have at it, because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
Reed. Out wide left, it's Edwards. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Still looking. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Wants to throw. It's Reed. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. After this, it'll be a wrap. Play fake, Reed. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for